Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina.
I was a she, her, now I'm a he, him. I cut my hair and asked people to start calling me Trigby. Thou shalt not misgender, thou shalt not deny, thou shalt not hate crime or you'll get canceled online.
You are confused.
You want to have as much sex as possible, but then I say if I get pregnant, I can kill the baby. That's really dark.
It's not killing the baby.
What? Killing what?
It's a clump of cells.
You're a clump of cells. I'm a clump of cells.
Animals are
We're
clumps
all
of
clumps of cells.
The whole clump of cells argument is such a stupid argument and just shows how stupid college students are. When I was younger, I was under the impression that people who go to college are the ones who are supposedly getting higher education, but growing up I realized that they're one of the most stupid people on planet Earth.
Please don't leave, Daddy.
Oh, princess, I would never leave you, but Daddy has to go.
Hi, sisters. Hi, sisters. Hi, sister. Hi, sister.
If you're insecure about your arms in photos like I am, all you have to do is pull out your arm just a little bit away from your body and then push forward your shoulders.
Or maybe, just maybe, you can go to the... Never mind.
For I can't help falling in love with you. For I can't help falling in love with you. Alright guys, thank you. Yes, my dolls and candles.
The new kid on the block that's causing
This person is definitely not confused. Hence why we have the situation that we're having now, where you can say a statement like men are generally stronger than women, and people will say, I know this girl named Cynthia who's actually stronger than a man, which is just pure stupidity and as usual shows the low IQ of many people. And these people are some of the biggest snowflakes on planet Earth, and the hilarious thing is that these are grown adults and they act like children who have never gotten their way. Matt Walsh did an excellent job in trolling the heck out of these people because they need a bit of it in their lives. Before we get back into the video, I need everyone to turn on their post notifications so that you get notified whenever one of my videos come out. Like the video as much as possible, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and follow me on Twitter at YinkaThatGuy. Let us get back into the video.
This is not new. We knew this was who he was. This is who he's always been.
I think to question someone's racial identity,
Especially him.
the bar has
also
fallen so low.
Well, Sonny, it's impossible not to question it when you have Kamala putting on different accents depending on the audience she's talking to. Just like Hillary, remember? I don't feel now tired. I mean, she identifies as black in one interview and as an Indian in another interview. So, to me, it seems like Kamala herself is struggling with her racial identity. And I wish her good luck with that.
You are a viral sensation in the West. Did you know that? I'm gonna play everyone the clip that made you a global sensation.
Should I call you mister? Why are you gay? Who says I'm gay? You are gay.
That's embarrassing. No, we need you to ask this to everybody.
Give me an actual example of anything I've said which is misogynistic, a single one.
You've said society would completely be destroyed if it were left to women.
Yes. Why would that be a misogynistic
I've seen
statement?
it all.
I gave an evidenced, reasoned argument for why I think that
Andrew.
absent men, society would collapse.
You talk about stars like they're trash and worthless.
Men and women.
You advocate for
may
the
think
patriarchy.
I
You advocate
deserve
for women
nothing,
to
I have
not
no
be-
value.
I mean, it's just
I didn't say anything about you not having value.
Okay, do you agree I have value?
I think all human beings have ontological value.
Okay, so me being a star, you think that takes away from my value as a person, my morals, my being,
Well, it takes
my
away from your morals, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not saying that you're not a valuable human being. I would love to see you reform from being a corn star. I mean, you're probably not going to, but
Nope.
I'd love to see it. Yeah, I think it compromises your morals for sure. But I wouldn't apply that to you because you're a woman. I would apply that to you because you're a corn star.
Feminism has taught women to just call anything that they don't like misogynistic. When they don't like something, they'll label it a negative thing to try and shame you. Yet they'll be the same people to say that shaming people is bad, but that's all they ever do.
So Gymshark has been catching just a ton of heat over the past few days because they posted this picture of a fitness influencer on their Instagram. Now I know what you guys are thinking. What could possibly be wrong with this photo where people are going to get upset about it? Well, here's a little backstory. So Gymshark went through this really weird phase a few years ago where instead of promoting actual fitness influencers and bodybuilders, they instead started promoting overweight women and women with hairy armpits. But over the past year, this brand has done a complete 180. They've gone back to the original message of the brand and started posting people like this on their Instagram. Cut to now, they posted this picture of a fitness influencer named Lauren on their Instagram. Now, if you're a confident and attractive human being like myself, you'd probably look at this picture and say, wow, she looks great, good for her. But no, that's not what a lot of people had to say. People hated on this picture so much to the point where Gymshark deleted it. Thousands of comments of people saying, this is AI, this is photoshopped. Gymshark is setting unrealistic expectations for women. And listen guys, I completely understand. If I was ugly and miserable too, I'd also be hating in a comment section. Those of you saying this is unrealistic and she photoshops her pictures, a good friend of mine is her boyfriend, and he sent me the proof. She doesn't Photoshop anything. I don't think Gymshark should delete this and back down from the hate. I think stuff like this should just motivate people to become the best versions of themselves. And to the people that are hating on her, if you put all this energy into working on yourselves than you do her, maybe you'd actually fit into a pair of Gymshark clothes.
They're all about body positivity until you actually display bodies that are actually positive for society. Then they decide to exclude people and shame them. And the hilarious thing is they think this is AI. We have fallen so far that people think a fit body is AI.
I'm a pastor who believes that children should be given gender-affirming care, and by that I mean that we need to affirm their God-given biological gender.
You had me fooled there. For a second, I thought you were gonna go, and then, yep, you swerved. That was funny. Okay.
They were stalking us, and they ripped off my stuff. Great.
We're college students. If you put that anywhere, like, you're dead, bro. You're fucking...
Is that a threat?
You're endangering me because of you. There's an Indian thing.
I'm not endangering anyone. I'm
because
standing
you think
here.
it's okay to dress up like me. Take it off. Take it off. Take it off. Take it off.
For you to come out here and just think you could just wear this with no meaning is
Can you explain why specifically it's offensive?
It's a caricature. You guys are literally playing and you're dressed up as a pilgrim. There's no offense, but there was no black people as pilgrims. They were wrecking.
There actually
your
was.
shit.
I looked it up.
We're black pilgrims.
Okay, but what about the native then? Okay, I'm sorry about that.
So they sent a whole class out to get us. This Native American class is now sent out to come and talk to us. So you just witnessed what we had to go through here at California State University, Northridge. Pretty insane.
There's a group that claim that they love and are accepting of everyone until you disagree with them.
Google the richest women in the world, where they got their money from. It's rough. It's rough out there, guys. They ain't fucking starting businesses. They're marrying dummies. It's almost all of it is divorce. Feminists do not want to hear this. But there was one woman who was the richest woman ever from a startup company, Elizabeth Holmes. She ran a company called Theranos. She started it herself, dropped out of college to start this company, and it was a total fraud. It was all fraudulent. She's going to jail forever. She was worth $34 billion at one point. It was a blood testing company. They falsified all sorts of data and they lied to investors and all sorts of shit. She used to dress like Steve Jobs. She wore a black turtleneck and everything. And I saw her speak once.
And who this white?
I just had a.
Wait, you're a white man? I don't trust white men with red ties. Are you a white man? You either want sex, money, or clout. What do you want from me, white man? I don't like white men with red ties asking me these questions. It's gonna lead to sex.
Can I ask you one more?
It's gonna lead to sex, white man.
I've seen this woman before, and the fact that she's going around with white face and it's being allowed to happen is very interesting, because if the opposite was to happen and a white person was to go around with black face, there will be an uproar from everyone. But apparently being racist to white people is allowed.
She told me that you shouldn't judge someone by their clothes, right? Okay, now let's do a quick test here. Now, if you see someone wearing a police uniform, right? You would assume that they're probably a police officer.
Yeah.
Ah, why would you assume that?
Because of the uniform?
Don't judge people by their uniform or their outfit. If you saw someone wearing a fireman's outfit, you probably assume that they are a firefighter. Don't judge anyone by their outfit or their uniform. It doesn't make sense. So,
Not my outfit, guys.
if you're wearing a firefighter's outfit, you're probably a firefighter, right? If you're wearing a police officer's outfit, you're probably a police officer. If you're wearing an outfit, you probably